welcome back to another booktube video. My name is Ruby Lena and welcome back to my channel. Yeah, we're doing my usual August TBR for the month. I will give you my current reads because I did finish, let's see. My current reads are The Green Witch, Your Complete Guide to the Natural Magic of Herbs, Flowers, Essential Oils, and More by Erin Murphy Hiscock. Current manga is Bride of the Water God. I have to slowly buy these, so I'm on volume 9. As you can see, that's where I'm at in the book. So that's the manga I'm currently reading, and I will be reading Let Her Lie. I have not started this yet, but me and my best friend, we did a mystery book box for each other, and this is the book that I got for July, so I'm going to be reading this. And yeah, like I said, I haven't started reading it yet. I don't know anything about it and I want to go into it blind. So those are my current reads. Oh, my nose. Really bad allergies right now. And we shall get into my books for the month of August. It is now August. This is in no particular order. This is just the books I want to try to read during the month of August. So first book is The Hobbit. I will also be reading the rest of the Lord of the Rings series as well. I just have no clue where my other books are at the moment, which is completely fine. I'll find them. But yeah, my next book I'm going to be reading is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. If any of you know me, you know I absolutely adore Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I love the movies. I definitely want to read the books. So yeah, that's gonna be on my that's gonna be my first book for August. I also have a Stephen King book called Finders Keepers. I have yet to read a Stephen King novel and I'm very excited for this one. I also own I don't think it's in this pile of books to read for this month, but I do have another Stephen King novel that I also really want to read as well. But for right now, I will be reading Finders Keepers. Next is two books I'm actually really excited to read. One is The Tekigen House Murders, a Japanese cult classic mystery by Yukito Ayasuji. I picked this up at one of the stores down in Austin, and I'm so excited to read both of these because they're from Japanese artists, authors, and I am ecstatic to read these. And then I will also be reading At the Edge of the Woods by Masatsugo Ono. So yeah, I have no idea what those are about. I also want to go into those blind. But one of my most anticipated reads at the moment. Next, I will also be reading In Ghostly Japan, Japanese Legends of Ghosts, Yokai, Yuri, and Other Oddities. I also picked this up at the same store and I do want to read it. That's the name of the store. But yeah, pick that up as well. I will be reading that at some point this month as well. Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo. I am so excited to read this. I've been wanting to read this for years. Literally years. This has been on my TBR for years. So I'm going to read this one and the second book as well. At the end of the video, I will count all of the books that I have for this month's TBR. But yeah, I have Six of Crows. I also have The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. I hope I didn't butcher the name. But yeah, I started reading this back when I was like 15 or 14. something like that. My phone is apparently dying and just had to pop in right there. Anyways, yeah, I read this book back when I was, well, no, I started to read this book back when I was 15 and I never finished it. I think I got like halfway through. And yeah, I really want to actually pick this up and finish it because The Book Thief is one of my favorite movies, although it's so sad, but that's okay. So yeah, that's also going to be a part of my TBR for August. Next is going to be The Black Tides of Heaven by Neon Yang. I forgot what this entire trilogy is called. It's not a trilogy, there's 4 books altogether. And I only have 2 of them, so I will be picking up the last 2 to read sometime this month as well. But yeah, I picked this up at a bookstore called Powell's in Oregon. Portland, Oregon, specifically. And yeah. Yeah, see right there. Powell's Books. Apparently I already have a bookmark in here, which is neat. But yeah, I'll be reading all of this series as well. I'm also going to be reading If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. So, you guys know, I love A Clockwork Reader. I love Hannah so much and I love her channel. And she loved If We Were Villains. I also have Babel, but I am not going to be reading Babel this month, but that is a-okay. But I will be picking up If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I'm really excited to read this. Very anticipated. Next, I have Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. I have both of her books. Her 3rd book comes out later this year in November, I believe. I think it would be right up my alley, honestly, from what I've heard about it. Which is not a lot. But I do own both of the books and can not wait to read these as well. Next, I have Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I've heard a lot about this book. I don't know from where I heard about this book, but I heard a lot about this book and I really want to read it because it also seems like it would be something that's right up my alley. So yeah, that's the next book. Next, we are reading a book that I actually have read before. It's just been years. This is like the first teen horror book that I ever read. And that is The Woman in the Walls by Amy Lukovics. From what I can remember, this book is really boring. Really boring until it gets to the end of the book, which I try to tell people about the ending of this book. And I just can't, because I can't remember fully the end of this book. So yeah, I'm going to be rereading The Woman in the Walls. I will say, if anybody else wants to read this book, there's content warnings for it and I would look them up. But yeah, there's that book. All my books are falling over. That's okay. Next is going to be 2 classics. It's going to be... The first one is going to be Frankenstein by Mary Shelley and Bram Stoker's Dracula. My uncle has been collecting me classics for my birthday for the last few years. This one was from Christmas and this one was for my birthday last year. And I love watching old classic horror movies because it's one of my favorites. And both Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, and Bram Stoker's Dracula is like 3 of my favorite fucking movies to watch. So yeah, I cannot wait to read these. I have heard that they are boring to an extent, but I don't care because it's still Frankenstein and Dracula. So yeah, I will also be trying to read these in the month of August. I almost keep saying July. And next, I will also be reading The Priory of the Orange Tree, a novel by Samantha Shannon. I also have the 2nd book. As you can tell, they are thick boys, so I'll probably be trying to pick these up by the end of the month. But yeah, I will be reading these as well in the month of August. That's a lot of books to read. Let me count them real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna actually sort them out real quick so I can put them back to its sitting order. Is 24 books for the month of August. Yeah, I have quite a long like reading list for the month of August, but you know, it gives me something to do, right? Live in some other worlds and such. But yeah, that is my TBR for the month of August. I am very excited to get to some of these books so I can also read some of my other physical books. But with that being said, that is the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys stick around to see like what my thoughts are on these books. But yeah, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see all of you guys in the next one. If you liked it, I'd love it if you hit the like button. If you want to stick around, I would also love that as well. But without further ado, thank you guys for watching, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!